Hi, I'm Stacey Hawkins, the Queen of Lean and Green, also known as the Time Saver Gourmet, here in the kitchen to start out a brand new week in May. It's May the 12th, and again, Medifast Lean and Green meal for tonight. We are making a wonderful Mexican fiesta. I've got some great chicken fajitas that I'm going to make with a real nice spice flavoring to them, going to satisfy everyone in the family. Everyone loves Tex-Mex here in the Hawkins household, and I hope you will too. So, let's review the ingredients. Okay, as you can see, I've got a lot crammed into my camera shot here, but there's really not that much stuff here. I have 1 can of diced tomatoes, and again, you want to make sure that you're using a diced tomato, not a stewed tomato for the sugar content. I also have 2 large green bell peppers here that were fresh. And boy, I couldn't believe the price of yellow and orange peppers and red peppers, so I went ahead and used some that I had frozen in the freezer. It's a good idea, and just so you know, when you find these on sale, or sometimes you can find them on the reduced rack, take them, seed them, chop them up like this into strips, and just throw them in a zipper baggie into your freezer, and you can use them again at any time. That can help save you some money, especially with today's economy the way that it is. I also have 1.5 pounds of chicken tenders. These are all natural chicken tenders. Please do be careful because a lot of the tenders out there now are injected with salt or are a tender and tasty that have a sodium filling in them. Please read the labels before you buy them. Also have here some sweet onion and some 1 large jalapeno pepper. Juice of a fresh lime we'll use. Some cilantro. Love this stuff, can't get enough of it. And the piece de la resistance, Time Saver Gourmet Southwestern Seasoning and Time Saver Gourmet Garlic Gusto Seasoning. These are the 2 keys to this dish, the thing that's going to keep all the flavor going. So, speaking of flavor, let's go to the stove and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so first thing first, I have a good tablespoon of the Time Saver Gourmet roasted garlic oil heating in the pan here. I want to get this nice and hot so that I can add my vegetables in and get them really nice and caramelized. Starting with the onion and the jalapeno pepper I'm going to put in. Now, there have been some questions about onions, and I had a question for this about my health coach as well. Onions used to be on the free-for-all list until we realized what a high glycemic index they had. And they've got so much sugar in them, they've now been moved down to the condiments list. So you are restricted to just 2 teaspoons of onions as a condiment. In this case, I do have 1 onion in here, and I've left the pieces intentionally large, as you can see here, so that when I serve myself, I can serve myself only the allotted amount. Now, if you're transitioning, again, you'll be entitled to a little bit more, and your family, obviously, is going to get to enjoy them too. But for now, for me, I'm going to use these to season the pan. I'm going to let these sit in this nice hot pan for 3 to 4 minutes until they really caramelize and brown. As you can see here, these are nice and brown, and again, they've caramelized a little bit to release those sugars that are in there. And I'm going to repeat the process with my peppers. As I said, I've got a red pepper, a yellow pepper. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to have my plate turned backwards there. The nice thing about having some frozen peppers in there as well is that the moisture that's in the frozen peppers will help these to steam, and that also eliminates the need for some of the extra oil. That water will help you cook. These have cooked to a nice tender crisp stage. Again, I don't want them overcooked because there's nothing worse than mushy peppers. At least for me, I like them a little crispy. Some people may like them a little softer, but again, that's cooking. Your tastes can vary, and cook it the way you like it. I'm going to transfer these out of my frying pan and put them into this bowl here. Ooh, look at the steam coming off. And now I'll put in my chicken. I want to cook this next. These, as I said, are chicken tenders, and they're white meat. If you have chunks of white chicken, you can do that too. Anything nice and lean. You can also do this with turkey tenders, and you could also do it with flank steak. Now, the key to making these absolutely delicious is the seasoning. In this case, as I said before, I'm using the Time Saver Gourmet Southwestern Seasoning, and I'm going to really generously coat these and toss them around a little bit. This has no salt in it. If you're using a commercially prepared seasoning, do watch, because some of those have over 1,000 milligrams. Yep, you heard me right. 1,000 milligrams of salt per serving. And nobody needs that. So I'll keep sauteing these around a little bit in the oil for 2 to 3 minutes until they are fully cooked. So as you can see, my tenders here are all fully cooked. And now I'm going to start with the sauce. And this is where my tomatoes come in. Again, 1 can of diced tomato. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit to medium-high. If you like it really saucy, you can throw 2 cans in. I'm just using enough here to release all of the seasoning from the bottom of the pan that's going to make this so rich and delicious. I'm also going to add the juice of half a lime. And again, this citric acid that's in here, that's in the lime, is going to make our body think that we're eating more salt than we are. It's that tang. It stimulates the same area of your tongue that salt does. It's that salty area on your tongue. And last but certainly not least, cilantro. I have probably 3/4 of a cup here for the whole dish, and again, this will serve 4 to 6 people, and you're allowed 2 cups on the program. Stir this in, let it turn bright green, and I will pour this over top of my pepper mixture. The colors in this are so nice, and the flavors will blend so well together. My family will be enjoying this over some tortillas, some whole grain tortillas, as well as with a little fresh corn that I've made for them as an additional vegetable. And you can top this with any of your favorite things. If you'd like to use a little bit of cheese for them, that's great, or any of the other approved condiments that we have on Medifast. But that's, again, another great lean and green meal. I'm Stacey Hawkins, the Queen of Lean and Green, thanking you for letting me into your home to help you bring your family back to the dinner table the easy way and to make your healthy lean and green meal. For any questions, feel free to email me, Stacey@timesavergourmet.com. Have a great night.